What's up, Doc? Welcome to the Docs Get Money podcast. Are you a badass doctor killing it professionally and has bigger dreams than just clocking in and out of the hospital? Do you want to leave behind a legacy that is as lit as an HBCU homecoming? Want to know how other doctors are getting to the big bag? That's right, making 5, 6, and 7 figures without putting on the white coat? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you're in the right place. I'm your host, Kimberly, but you can call me Kim or KB. I went from being a burnt out and overwhelmed emergency physician to the founder and CEO of 2 six-figure non-clinical companies and beating burnout along the way. I'm also your business coach, here to help you make money moves to change the world. This podcast isn't just about making money, though. It's about leveling up your life, mindset, and bank account so you can build an empire that's as iconic as Beyonce. You ready? Let's get into it. Picture this. You're sprinting out of a building engulfed in flames. The very structure you once revered as a temple of healing now is nothing but a towering inferno of burnout and frustration. Behind you, the endless nights, the thankless shifts, and the corporate medicine structure controlling how you practice are all consumed by the blaze. Up ahead, you see nothing but freedom, clarity, purpose, income, and impact. That's where I come in. And from side hustler to CEO, my signature one-on-one business coaching program, you'll start your own fire by launching your first profitable coaching, consulting, or midterm rental business and make clinical cash in 90 days or less. That's right, 4 or 5 figures in 90 days or less. This is for the doctors who feel like every shift is a dumpster fire, unmanageable, or just out of control. Let me help you rise from the ashes, thriving, and with a business that brings you life instead of sucking it out of you. Ready? Slide into my DMs on Instagram at Dr. Kimberly B with the word out, and let's turn the burnout into the bag. What's up, Doc? Welcome back to another episode of the Docs Get Money podcast. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about asking this one question on your next sales call to sign more aligned clients. So, if you are having sales calls to sign people into your offer, asking this one question to your client on a sales call will get them to sell themselves before you even make the offer. So this is going to be such a juicy episode. I'm so excited to get into it. Let me just go ahead and jump in. When I first started coaching, when I first launched my first offer from side hustle to CEO, I was so nervous about selling that I didn't even see that it was valuable for someone to have a call with me in the first place. Let me kind of explain to you a little bit about what I mean. I am a perfectionist. I am so hard on myself. I am someone who wants to make sure that I'm doing things the right way the first time. And I think a lot of us physicians and doctors are like that as well. So I was so focused on getting it right on the sales call, getting to the yes, that it was at a dreadful but necessary way to get someone to work with me inside of my offer, that I did not see that the call that I was having with my client was valuable in and of itself. I thought I had to perform. So I was a lot of times leaving calls completely drained, overthinking, wondering if people were seeing the value in what I was doing, feeling like I was scamming people, kind of feeling a little bit listless and not really connected to the sales process. I know what I had to offer was valuable, but just getting on the call and talking to someone as an extroverted introvert, more so on the introverted side, was not something that connected with me. Um, so that changed, however, when I started asking people this one question on sales calls, and I'm going to say the question in just one second, but this absolutely changed the game for me. And I challenge you to implement this question in your sales process as well and see what happens. This one simple question that I started asking on my sales calls were, What's been the most valuable for you so far on this call? That one question changed everything to me. So, this episode is going to be all about why this question works and how to use it to help you to close more aligned, high ticket clients without hustling or burning yourself out. So let's say this: most coaches and consultants, or even just doctors that are just selling their expertise online, are so focused on getting it right, getting to the yes and performing on a sales call, that they forget that it's a collaborative experience. It's a collaborative process. It is both valuable to you as the entrepreneur, and it's valuable to your future client to have a sales call with you. Why do I say that? It's valuable for them to have a call with you because it allows you to diagnose and also offer treatment for their problem, for their problem that they're bringing to you. And for the client, it allows them to know that there's someone that out there that's ready to listen, that is capable of addressing their problem and helping to get them to get the transformation that they are looking for. And so that is the concept by which Sales Call Alchemy has been created. So I was able to create my own sales process, again, Sales Call Alchemy, to really embrace that opportunity to sell to people, because it is an opportunity, again, for people to ask for and receive help on the problems that they are looking to achieve help with. So in side of Ignite, and when I teach sales with Sales Call Alchemy, you're not just trying to get to the yes, even though this process that I teach is extraordinarily effective of creating high ticket sales in expert businesses for doctors. You're also holding space for people to have a conversation that will get them clarity about what next steps that they can take to solve their problem and how they can move forward in solving or working with you. So that the question is a really a part of the shift. It really invites the client to reflect and to see the time that they have spent with you as valuable as a way to open doors for possibility and opportunity, and not to just vent or to possibly perform. And it invites you as the coach, the consultant, the entrepreneur, the CEO of your business to lead, to listen, to really show your value in your expertise by being a listener and not a talker and just trying to shove information down people's throat, if you want to say that. So again, the question is, what's been most valuable so far on your sales call? Seems simple, but it's doing so much heavy lifting behind the scenes, and I want to share with you why this is such a powerful question. It does three powerful things for you. Number one, it shows you what actually landed, what connected with that person. So you don't have to wonder if the call made sense or if it resonated with that person. They're going to tell you exactly what stood out for them, and you get to see what part of your process is most powerful. So maybe they'll say, I've never had someone explain my problem so clearly to me before. Now you know that you are really, really great at diagnosing the problem of your people. And so that will give you more fuel to continue what you're doing in your marketing and continuing to use the language of your people. So it shows you again what landed. Or they say, you helped me realize I don't need another course. I need some accountability. I need to get into action and have someone walking beside me step by step. I need someone that to coach me. I need to work with you. So you can start using those things in that content. And like I said, so you can know what landed with that person. Number two, it lets the client sell themselves on your offer. The best conversion tool that is out there, meaning the best way for someone to decide to work with you or not, is someone else's own insight. Asking someone what's been most valuable for them so far helps them to hear and believe the words that are coming out of their own mouth, and it helps them to buy into the conversation. It gives them ownership of the breakthrough and the transformation that they're trying to achieve. When they say what was valuable, it's not just like they're giving you praise or just say how amazing you are. They're reinforcing their own readiness. They're reinforcing that this is the next step that they need to take to get to the finish line that they are trying to get to. They're trying to, or the point B that they're trying to get to. They see the transformation in real time, and that can create some internal buy-in, and it shifts the power dynamic to you as being the leader, as being the expert, as being the coach, and them being the person that is ready to follow along and ready to be led by you inside of the container or offer that you have for them. So they're no longer, quote, being sold to, they're selling themselves. They're telling you what they've gleaned from that conversation. They're leaning in and getting closer to the yes of saying to work with you. And I said the third thing, it also sharpens your messaging. What they reflect back after you ask them what's been most valuable on this call for you is absolutely golden. This will help you to again understand what language, what metaphors, or what stories or moments really hit for people, your audience, and so that you can continue to use that in your messaging and your marketing. If multiple people are getting on sales calls with you and they're saying the same things or the same questions or the same reframes are valuable to you, then you have language that you can use in your social media content, in your emails, in your sales pages, in your ad script. This is absolutely golden feedback. Your people are literally giving you the words to call more of them in. And so this is why I do not have a call anymore, and I teach my clients not to have any of calls without asking, you know, this one question: what's been the most valuable for you on this sales call or on this call? Speaking of that, I think the biggest thing, and this is an internal and selfish reason why you should ask this question on your next and all of your sales calls, is that when you hear over and over again the value that people are getting just by having a conversation with you on a sales call, I think that lowers your resistance to continue to have sales calls, and it makes you feel less icky. It makes you feel less gross. It makes you to feel that you are really offering something truly valuable in this world, even if it's just your time and your attention and your expertise to letting someone know how you can help them solve their problem. That will help sell you on you. That'll help sell you on your offer. And that'll help sell you on continuing your side hustle, to continuing your business. Asking this question on your sales call helps you start believing in your offer, you start believing in your voice, and you start believing in your process. And that's what makes sales so much easier, because when you believe in yourself, when you believe in your offer, and when you believe in your process, the belief is transferred. Your people will as well. And they cannot wait to work with you because of your belief. So this is exactly what we are talking about and teaching inside of Ignite. I don't just give you just sales scripts. Like, that's not the way we do things. We not only talk about what to say, but why we're saying it, how to say it. And I help you to sell in a way that feels so natural, grounded, and aligned with how you already lead as a clinician at the bedside. So if you want to have sales calls that convert without pressure or burnout, or just wondering, oh my God, why, what's happening here? Or like, why is nothing working in my business? I want you to DM me Ignite on Instagram at Dr. Kimberly B, or you can also just book a triage call with me and just hit the link in the show notes and we can see if Ignite is a right fit for you. So without further ado, Doc, thanks for joining me for another episode of the Docs Get Money podcast. I will see you in the next episode. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Docs Get Money podcast. New episodes drop every Thursday wherever you find your favorite podcast. Share, comment, follow, and subscribe to the Docs Get Money podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to know more, visit me, Dr. Kimberly Brown, at KimberlyBrownMD.com, and be sure to follow me at Dr. Kimberly B on Instagram. And until next time, let's go get this money, honey.